What up, peeps? Alright, guys, let me get this out here to everybody. Let everybody know we're going live. Excuse me, sorry. I bet you liked me coughing right in your ear, didn't you? Still a little bit sick, but we'll get over it. Come on. Just a couple more. Where is the other one at? There we go. Alrighty now. Here we go, guys. So we're set up. We let everybody know, hey, we're live. All that good stuff. So, now that you're here, what do you want to talk about? Oh, shit. How about this, man? Right? I made money. Let's see. I bought 3 when it fell under the 50 here. Sold 2 when it hit this price point. Bought 2 more back when it got rejected here. And then sold all the way out right around here, I think. Somewhere right in through here. And then when it pulled up and got rejected again, I bought 2 more in and then sold out when it pulled up here. Oh, man. It's been a good day, guys. We had SPY puts. We had forward puts. We had DISCA calls. Discovery. Nope, wrong one. Right there. We sold out whenever it crossed under the 50. GE puts, we had those this morning. I'm trying to think if I remembered everything. Now, see, I should have held on to this, but I had no idea what the CPI report was going to say. So when it bottomed out down here, I got out. But we can see it would have been very good for me. And I should have got those sideways contracts too, man. Should have got those. Those would have been paying out roughly about 250% on Friday. Because it's going on down. I think I might be missing a player. Oh yeah, we picked up some Apple puts, but I'm still holding them. I don't think that they've stop lost or nothing out. Nope, they shouldn't have, because I picked them up here on this rejection. I was a little bit late to the game. I didn't play them this morning, but I picked them up here on this rejection, and they've not crossed over the 50, so they shouldn't have stopped lost out or anything. So that's a decent play. Disney, I've got some Disney calls that I'd bought yesterday, and we can see that I'm down on those right now. Shouldn't be down too much on them, but down enough. Should be down less than $1 on them, plus the theta for holding overnight. But I didn't want to sell them because, you know, it's, I want to say it's 2 calls. They wasn't very expensive to begin with. And I think earnings is going to be good for it. So I'm up like crazy already, so it's not like I'm going to be out anything. Okay, so now that we've talked about my favorite subject, me, let's go into the market and stuff like that. But first, somebody was asking about limit orders, stop losses, things like that. Let me see. I have to be in an order here. This is not, I don't know if I have any money in this account on here. I might have 20-30 bucks in here. Okay, let's just buy one share of something, and I'll show you. Okay, here we go. So let's say I want to buy 1 share of this. Let's go ahead and buy it. Buy. Oh, I know what happened. Create new order. It's wanting to buy 10 at one time, and I think I've only got like 20 bucks in here. We'll go ahead and buy the market because we just want to show this. So place order, buy. There we go. Okay, so if we go here to orders, oh no, sorry, positions. Okay, so I'm going to show you on this one, but it'll work on all of them. So whenever we want to sell, we want to, you can go to close position, but we're talking about limit orders, things like that. So stop loss and take profit, create a new order. We want it to be a sell order. We only have one. And we're going to do a limit. Now from here we can put in whatever price we want. So let's say we think it's going to $4. What I would do, instead of putting $4, I'd put 3.97, 3 cents cheaper, just to make sure it hits, because what will sometimes happen is it'll just hit it for a second, or it may not hit it at all because people are taking orders quicker. I always go just a few cents under just to make sure it hits. So when we got that, we just hit place order. Oh, okay, yeah, because we didn't say yes. I'm sure that's what I want to do. So you can also do that on Webull as a stop loss or take profit. So let's say we do that. Well, first we have to cancel this one order. It won't do it while we're in there. Cancel order, position, stop loss and take profit order, right? So on this one we can switch it to percentage too. We're not going to worry about the stop loss price, but if you do want to add one in, you can say, well, let's see if it falls down to 318. It'll sell, it'll stop loss out. Or let's say I want to see at least 15% out of my thing. Or you can switch it back to money and say, well, I want the 397 again, whatever. But let's say 15%. What the hell? Let's get really wild. 25%, right? So now we have. Now Webull will let you do this. I know certain ones like Robinhood and stuff won't let you do that. It won't let you put the stop loss and take a profit order in at the same time, and because it only lets you do one order on one set of shares, you can't put in 2 orders. One's a stop loss, one's a take profit. I don't know if that program you was talking about will allow you to do it or not, so you'd have to pick, would you rather have the stop loss or the take profit order? So in this case we've got it for a stop loss at 318, so if it drops too low it'll go in, it'll sell, or once we hit 25% or $4.45 it'll sell. So you hit OK. But that's how you do it. You do a limit sell, put in what you want, the dollar amount. Always go just a few cents cheaper than what you want to make sure it actually goes through. But that's how you do that. Look, I'm up 4 pennies on my one prog share. Okay, so where are we at? The stock market. Yes, that's what we're talking about. The stock market. See, this is probably going to pull up to the 50 here. So if you are still in this after this sell-off, I mean, you can wait and see if it gets rejected at the 50, but me, I'd pull out, and then if it gets rejected, you can always get back in. But guys, I set up these price points last night. I was working off of this flag here, where it comes down, flags out. One of them is from the pole. One of them is the flag itself, and then one of them's a center point. And that's how I come up with those 3 price points. I want to keep that one and that one, but we can get rid of that one right now. And let's get rid of these. What am I doing here? I want to keep that one for right now. Okay. So why is the market down, right? Why did it go down in the first place? I mean, we can see once it hit around this time, between here and here, it just came crashing down. The reason being is a thing called the CPI Reports. CPI gives inflation data, right? It's Consumer Price Index. It gives inflation data. So we can see here, usually this is, like I said, it's a month-over-month type thing. Let me find it here. Alright, so non-durables like food and stuff like that. Food is up 1.2, so that's, sorry, 1 point for October. Unadjusted 12-month, okay, yeah. So what it is, think about that as 1 month. So if you times that by 12, that's a 10% gain on that. This one's a little bit different than the one I was looking at. It gave it like, it was non-durables altogether, things like that. That one was up 1.7, so that's like 15, 16%. Overall, it's up 6.2, yeah, right here, 6.2 overall. So think about that. Just for food alone, it's went up 10% on a yearly basis. That's the reason why the market's coming down. Inflation is not as transitory as they thought it was. So, I mean, does this mean that we're going to run rampant with inflation? No, it doesn't. And it will go back, or should go back, but it's going to take a lot longer than what they first expected. Now, like I said, this is a lot worse than what they was expecting. They thought it was going to be down a lot more for this month, and it didn't do it. I mean, look right here. So pretty much you went 5, 3, 4, and then a jump up to 9.9%. So that shows you just how far out that this inflation was, or how bad wrong their guess was on it. And this is going to affect things, banks, stock markets, and if you're in a lot of riskier plays, you know, we're talking about BBIG, AMC, things like that, you're going to see those go down too. And the reason being is, it's not because apes are selling, or because paper-handed sissies or anything like that. What it has to do with is when the market is green. Remember the greed and fear index that we looked at, what, Monday, I guess it was? I need to go out here. Here we go. When the market is green, it's called risk on. So more people are willing to take higher risk. So when the market goes red, they try to clear up margin, they go risk off, and they're going to pull their money out of more riskier plays. And if we look at things like AMC, we can see that it's down. BBIG, we can see it's down. I mean, pick a meme stock. It's down right now. Unless it's had some good catalyst that's caused it to buck the trend, Spice, down. It's just the overall market, the people, it takes more than just the apes to make these things take off, right? You need whales, you need uh, hedge funds, you need, because, I mean, I know we say a lot about hedge funds and stuff like that, but guys, there's times when one hedge fund, let's say one hedge fund will buy AMC just because they don't like Citadel, or they're in competition with Citadel, things like that, to try to help put the squeeze on Citadel. So you also have ETFs buying in. You also have just big money in general coming in on those plays. So what happens when the market goes risk off? Well, they take their money out of those plays and they clear up their margin. Right? That's what happened to Discovery. That guy, was well deep into his margin, got margin called, and it came down. Came down so much, it scared the other people out of it too, the other big money. So those are things that you have to watch out for. It's good to put those, the Fed, where we at here? I've got it here somewhere. Maybe it's up here in this other one. Right here. I'm going to put this on Twitter for you guys. It is the Fed's calendar. Keep up with it every week, Sunday or Monday. Take a look at it and see, is the Fed talking, or what are they talking about? Things like that will help you better plan out your trading week. What's the bond yields doing? Should you be maybe trading futures, or should you be looking into the financial market, or the overall market? Should you be getting puts? Should you, I've been saying this about the SPY now for about a week. It's got to be coming back down. That's because it ran too hard. It was far overextended over the 15 and the 50. Plus, the market had run rampant on the greed fear index. We had catalysts like this coming up that could push it either way. It needed to pull back. The only question was, without knowing the CPI data and things like that, was how far is it going to pull back, right? So it's good to keep up with these things overall. So set news alerts for yourself. What do I think about Go EV? Yes, we can look at that. Let me look at the questions here. Liechtenstein, how's it going, my man? Ain't seen you in a bit. Yeah, the Todd spinoff, the NFT company. Yep. Hey, man, the only way you're going to learn about the TA is trial and error. I got it wrong so many times before I got it right, and there's still times, I mean, TA is good about prediction models, but we got to remember they are predictions. So instead of saying the market's definitely going to do this, give yourself some confirmations to hit. Well, if it crosses over this 50-day and confirms it with a bounce or a break over the next resistance, then I might be in play, instead of saying, well, it's bull flagging out, it's definitely going up, so I'm going to buy in now. So it's those confirmations that you got to watch out for. How, man, was that okay on the The market versus limit order, was there any other questions on that? Go EV, Uber. Right, it definitely wasn't as transitory as they thought. I mean, do I think we're gonna have is inflation going to run rampant? No, I don't. But I think it's going to maybe even get a little bit worse than what it is now. And we're looking at quite a bit longer to get back on track than what was initially thought. We're probably looking at this year coming being a bear market, at least in certain sectors. Yeah, we'll look more into BBIG and Prague. All right, so we got those. Let's break those down, and then if you got any more, just throw them up in chat. And when I come back, we'll look into those too. Okay. So Canoe, I originally said just quickly looking at it, I think it's coming on down to the 200. We need to get rid of this right now. Let's come up. Let's look at it on a shorter time frame. I don't know. It may have found its bottom here. I mean, it hasn't confirmed it, but that's what I'd marked, wasn't it? Yeah. Okay, I see now. I don't know, man. I mean, right now it's in that Go EV's in a position to where it could sell on off or it could bounce here. And really the key areas you want to watch on this, if it's going to sell way off, it's going to get rejected here at the 15. But if it's going to take its time and come on down, look for it to pull all the way up to the 50 and get rejected there. But if it breaks both of these and confirms it, it's definitely going to pull up. Or if it comes, if you see it come back up here, get rejected, come back, and it bounces at this same point, then you'd have a double bottom. And I don't think that it would run wild on a double bottom, but you would see it pull up maybe even the length of this left side here. So what you could do is let's go here to here. Put this. No, what am I thinking of? Yeah. Put it right here. So we could see it pull up as high as that. That would be best case scenario, I would think. I guess is the word I'm looking for. More than likely, if it did double bottom, you're probably only going to see it pull up to from that purple to this region here. Let's make this one white too, so we can come back and check it later. But being my guess, if it gets rejected at either one of these and it breaks this support, let's make this one green, just so we can come back later and see how right we were. If it gets rejected at either one of these and breaks this area, it's coming on down at least to that 200, and the 200 is at let's say 770, right? So you're probably looking at another 40-50 cent drop if we get that rejection and break through the bottom. I don't. What is the note here? What's this news? I don't see it pulling all the way back up to this right now. At least not without some type of catalyst or the market going back risk on. The best one can hope for is it consolidates a little bit, gives it time to something to happen. But I would say that this is coming down to the 200 if, I'm throwing a dart at the wall and guessing. Uber. Wow. Man, it just looks like shit, don't it? We have this piss poor head and shoulders going on here. We can see that it fell under the 200. It got rejected. Well, I might as well say the 50, but okay. Let me go out to the 1 hour here so we can see it better. So we can see that it fell under the 200, came up, got rejected, came back, tried it again, got rejected. The candle didn't even get up that high, just the wick did. Got rejected again, and it sold off. So now that we're here, where are we at with it? Well, we don't need that right now, so we're going to move this. That is the area that it's probably going to live in right now. Look for it to pull up a little bit, retest those EMA lines. But I would say the right there, let's say the 4220 to 4270 area is probably where it's going to live at for right now. Yeah, I would say if you're looking for a play in Uber right now, my guess would be watch for it to pull up and hit one of these rejection points. From there, you could play it, even if it came back down to where it is right now. Of course, it's going to be more on options, but let's just see where it would be at on the share count. So if it got rejected there, it came back down. You're looking at a drop of $1.50 to about $1.56. So let's take an idea here. Let's say we buy puts, and let's say we go a week out and get puts. Let's say we buy the nearest one, that's 44 cents. So you take 44 cents. We want to add 13 cents to that, which would make it 57. And then half it. So let's roughly say 30 cents. So 44 times 30, that's 74 cents roughly. Which would make $74 you'd make on that play if you got that option. And that's where it is right now, right? By the time it pulls up here, it would be cheaper, but you're how can I say that? But the Greeks are going to change too, right? So let's say it did pull up to there, you'd be at 44. So then the 44 option would probably be very similar to this. So we still can go with around that price range. So say about $70 play. Just on this rejection back down to where it is now. That's a $70 play for each contract. That is a 75% return pretty much. Not bad. I mean, that's not bad. That's, right now, guys, that's about 80% of my plays. I know a lot of people when they look at these plays and they look at buying in shares or shorting or whatever, they think of these wild plays. I mean, it needs to run from here to here in order for that to be viable. No, it don't. If you pick the right option, check out your Greeks, things like that, in a play that only run $1.50, you can make 75% gains. I mean, it's a why not scenario, and you get 3 day trades every rolling 5 days for every account that you have. So why not? Right? Use those day trades. And you can hold it overnight if you want to. Just make sure if you do that, your theta's not going to kill you. You might want to pay a little bit extra and go out a little bit further just so the theta don't kill you. I mean, there's a lot of times if I think the stock's going down, I'll buy the night and then sell the next morning just so I don't waste a day trade. That's what I did with GE. I didn't want to waste a day trade on it, so I bought yesterday evening right before close and sold this morning on the dip. BBIG. Oh shit, I broke something. Okay. Yeah, BBIG again, you know, it's a risk on play, but man, every time BBIG starts to do something, it gets hit. It does look like it's found this support area. I mean, look, 1, 2, 3. This is very good, but it still stands. It needs to break that 200. If BBIG is going to stand a chance, it needs to break this 200. Holding support is only going to work for so long. I mean, we can go back and look at it. You know, it held support here, and then it broke, and then held on this line. Now it's holding on this line. That'll only work for so long if we don't get the catalyst and the buys and the things like that in. Mainly just because, you know, it doesn't have the backing of like a GME or an AMC. So people start second guessing themselves. They're like, man, did I really make a bad play? Should I hold? Should I get out? You know, it's hard to find communities for things like this. So yeah, I mean, it really needs to get back over that 200. Let's take, let me show you. See, AMC is one. It fell under the 200 and stayed on there for a while, but then it broke up and it hit, and now we have this forming this, squeeze it down here, this flag, right? We had to break out here, but it didn't hold it. So now it's probably going to come back. It's going to test support and go at it again. BBIG needs to start making moves like that. It needs to break up over that 200, start showing proof of concept while holding support. Yep. Oh, Prague. Yeah. Well, forgot about Prague. Prague, we can see right here that I've kindly got this line. We've not broken trend yet. It's not confirmed, but we are right at it. Pretty much, I'm no longer looking at this trend line. We'll keep that one for right now, just in case we do get a breakout. I'm looking at this purple line right here. So we're kind of like bullhorning out, coning out. So BBIG needs to hold this support. You can see here it needs to hold that 200. If it doesn't hold this, and this, I've actually put on the shares that I'm holding on this right now, I put me a stop loss at the 318 mark. So if it breaks that, I'm out this time. What do we got here? Go back here. Go back here. Go back here. Here we go. So what markets or sectors of the market is doing good right now? And guys, you can play sectors just like you do the SPY. Let me show you before we could get into this. So SPY sectors are usually 3 letters long, like XLE. This is the energy one. If you think the whole energy, like the other day when I posted that about energy coming down on Twitter, you could have set you an alert for it to break under the 200, got in here and played puts on it. See, if we would have done weeklies this morning on this, we could have been up 300. Yeah, it looks like 300 size one. 300% on this right now, and that's after the bounce. So you can play sectors like that. Just look up SPDR ETFs, or sector ETFs, and you can get those names. Here they are, like right here. XLC is communications, XLY is consumer discretionary, consumer staples, energy, financials, blah, 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 blah. They all start with X because, you guessed it, the SPY. What are we looking at? What are we looking at? I can't tell nothing about that. Let's go back here. So when you're looking at these maps like this, it's good to see how they've done, and they're up. You can take like this one right here, for instance, energy. We can see it's been up for a very long time now, a month or two. You know, it's been running. So you can't be surprised when it starts backing off. It's come down. The last day or two, what day is this on? Show me. The 4th and 5th, it's pulled up a little bit, but we can see today it's sold off big time. So this is good to get a macro view of it. But here's something I thought was interesting. If we look at all these, right, pointing down, pointing down, pointing down, starting to point up, starting to point up, starting to point up. You know what I mean? It's like they're all going back toward the center on the S&P 500. If we even take the S&P 500 off, it's still doing the same. Yeah, certain sectors, that's what they call, you know, like when you're in the bedroom with your girlfriend and you get your buddy to come in, the switcheroo. Yeah, it's called that, the switcheroo. No, I'm joking. I'm trying to think of the name of it, what they call that. Shit. Anyway, it's rotation, sector rotation. Yes, my mind blew a fuse there. So we have sector rotation coming in. I put a lot of my money into entertainment stocks, things like that. I'm kind of rotating out of tech. I think it's overweighted right now. It needs to come down a little bit. So we'll see. Mara, I think Mara has come down due to coin. I mean, if we take a look at, for me, let me answer this one first, and then we'll get back to that one. I don't use SMA lines. I use the EMA lines because they follow the price a little bit more. I use the 15. Let's see. The 15, the 50, and the 200 is what I use. I have a video up about what indicators I use and why I use them. If you want to more deeper dive into that, but those are the ones I use. Yeah, John, that's what we'll talk about. Yeah, we'll look at OPAD, and then let me do Mara for him too. Sorry I'm coughing in you guys' ears, man. I'm still a little sick. Let me make sure there wasn't nothing else before I go to here. Okay, yeah. I want to check something before I tell you about Mara, what day coin had their earnings on. Yes, it was yesterday after close. Okay. That's what I was thinking. So, evidently whatever was said about coin wasn't too great. It did come down right after close. It did come up, so it wasn't, I'm guessing what happened is the numbers, I ain't looked at them, so I don't know. The numbers probably wasn't that great, but whatever they said on their call, along with Bitcoin being as good as it was, probably sent it up. But as we can see, look right here. What time is this? 18:15. Wait, what did I say? I went to the wrong one, didn't I? It can't be 18:15. Yeah, it can. Okay. Anyways, back to what I was saying here. Anyways, you get these sell-offs right here around the same time. See right here. One of the reasons why Mara got hit as hard as it did is because of how well it has run up until this point. People was ready to take profits on it. We can see Hut done something similar. Still not hit as bad as Mara, but still sold off. Let me show you one other thing. The Cpi sold off. People went less risk on after that. That doesn't just go for stocks. It will go for any type of commodity investment, I guess you could say. Any type of investment. People are just not wanting to go as risk on right now due to the inflation and things like that. So I'd say with Mara, you've seen a combination of coin, Bitcoin, the markets, all that going down, and Mara being as high as what it was. It just said, fuck this shit, I'm out. I mean, look at this. Mara has made bank the last little bit. It went up 140% in 35 days. Wow. Ooh, OPAD looking a little rough on the macro. Let's see. Yeah, again, acquisition company. Real estate solutions provider. Company offers data-driven. Yep. Real estate's actually up right now, is it not? I'm not going to switch y'all over. Let me just look at it real quick. Real estate. Okay, so which one would that be? On XLRE. Yeah, taking a little bit of a hit now. It was kind of trading sideways, so. Okay, so we can see, you know, if we take a look at both of those two, they was kind of trading the same, the real estate sector, and then this. And then OPAD being, I mean, lately it's pretty much become a meme stock. I mean, meme stock, you don't necessarily have to look at it as bad. It's just that the retail community has put a lot of eyes on it, things like that. So, I mean, I know like a lot of news places and stuff like to look at meme stocks as bad and this and that. It is what it is. It just means retail, and especially the Reddit community, has put eyes on it, like a lot of eyes on it. they're still good for runs and stuff like that. And a lot of times you can even get some good investments out of them, like longer investments. But this looks like, yeah, I would guess that this was just trading along the same as the overall sector was until we hit the CPI data and things like that. Like I was telling you, if you missed what I was talking about at the beginning, when the market goes down like that, a lot of risk on plays will take a hit too. So anything that you are into right now that's risky, that hasn't had a recent very good catalyst hit it, and by recent I mean today, it's going down. That's just all there is to it. Just, I mean, the big money's leaving because they're clearing up their margin. They're not taking any risky plays right now. Um, I mean, if you're in this, like if you bought up here and you're still holding it, you ain't got out of it yet. Probably right in there. Let's say let's give you a few cents play. About 718 would be my stop loss on it. Really, to be honest with you, 720, 724, that area probably would be. But if you want to play a little bit more riskier, you could say 718. But if you're looking at this for a play now to get into it, you need a little bit more data on it. You need a confirmation that this is going to be support. It does look at it. If you're looking at this as a play, I can see why you would be looking at it. It's hit this point 3 times, 4 times now. But with the market sell-off, we want to make sure that it's going to hold right now. So if you get a clear bounce within that region, let's say from there, you know what, let's just go ahead and put it in a box. What do we say, 718? So, if you get a bounce within that region right there, then yeah, you're probably pretty good for it being support. You would even want to wait to make sure it holds until in the morning. Um, but I don't know, man. I mean, it's trading under that 200. I'd probably want even more confirmation if I was going to play it. I'd like to see it up over the 50-day. Yeah, probably around this 750 area is where I'd like to see it. Maybe if you got above that, a bounce and the confirmation bounce, then yeah, that could be a play then. But right now, it's just, I mean, with the market recently selling off, the real estate sector overall being down, I don't know. It's just I wouldn't play it right now. I'd wait for confirmation. Let me see. Here we go. Let's take a look and see what is up. I mean, because everything can't be down, right? Oh yeah, we had this Rivian. Is that how you say it? The SpaceX, or not SpaceX? Sorry, the Blue Origin car company. It's a joke. I know it's not Blue Origin. It's just who drove them out on that. The Amazon car company. I like it long, but I would not buy into it to save my life right now. Look at that. And I mean, let's face it, what did we expect? You could get it early in some places under $70, and then just recently they even upped that to $70, and then it runs up to 119. Yeah, you're going to see some big profit takers there because this company is not even in profits yet. I mean, they may have a couple deliveries or something like that. The best thing that they have going for it is Amazon wanting to change their fleet to electric has bought into this company. So it's probably going to be all of these Rivian vehicles. They've even got promotional ads and things, or the circulars, the photos, right, with their truck on it with Prime written on the side, Amazon Prime. The good thing about it is, though, getting into this market gets you into the EV truck, EV SUV, and the commercial business. It's just not about right now. If it confirms support and bounces, I would jump in. But the people that bought this on the run up is now knowing what the people that bought coin on the run up is feeling like, except coin even went down a lot further, but you know what I mean. It is right now doing this. So, I mean, we may see that this is bottom, but right now there's just not enough data to tell. If I was wanting to get in like super early on this company, I still don't think I'd get in today. But let's say I did. Let's say I'm super bullish on this company and I'm going to hold for a year or better, right? I wouldn't buy all in today. If you wanted to buy on this dip, you could get, let's say you want to do, well, let's go by percentage. Pick you up 15-20% now. Wait and see if it confirms or sells off more. If it sells off, wait for it to find support and confirm it and get you to 20 more. And then when it pulls up and it shows good, then you can put in the rest of your 50-60%, you know. Yeah, just Rivian, I mean, overall, I think it's going to be a good company, but it's way overvalued right now. I mean, it's like valued the way Tesla was a few years into it. You know what I mean? It's not there yet. What is the market cap on it? I mean, hell, the free market cap is 15 billion. Why am I not seeing the market cap? Right there, 88 billion. That's crazy. And well, okay, let me show you what's even more crazier. The market cap is 88 billion. The free float market cap is 15 billion. That shows you how much of this is already tied up in the people. You know what that means? This sell-off right here wasn't done by people that just bought the stock. That sell-off, I guarantee, you look in here under these press releases, or where's that at? Insider, institutional. No. There's one tab up here that shows insider buying, insider activity. You look here in a couple of days, you're going to see a lot of SEC forms showing the insider buying, selling went on. Same thing happened during the Hood IPO. What is this? 35 million on pop-up. That's from all the people buying pre-IPO. Then 11 million sell. So 35 million sold in the first 15 minutes to pre-market, right? Or yeah, when people bought pre-IPO. Then the next 15 minutes, 11, almost 12 million sold. Crazy. Crazy, man. Looks like the SPY is going to pick up a little bit. That's some good news. Only question is it only going to get picked up to get rejected, or what's going to happen? But we got to think, with all this selling here today, I don't even think it hit 1% down. So I do look for this to sell on off. If I was guessing, with that type of data, yeah, I'd say we're coming on under the 15. As a matter of fact, I wouldn't be surprised in the pre-market or in the after hours if this jumps down quite a bit. See, I got 5 minutes. Let me see. I might pick up one, hold overnight. I need to just come out far enough to where theta don't kill me. I don't want to buy an expensive one. I only want to put maybe 100, 150 in on it. See, I don't like none of that. Theta will kill me out on them. Those are only good for day trading. SPXS. See, I had this one price pointed out too. Look at that. Hit it perfect, man. Perfect. Popped it. As soon as it popped over it sold off. Anytime you see those white lines on my page, more than likely they're price points up set for myself. I don't like holding these overnight, but if we was going to the 19th, it's far enough out. Theta's not too bad. These are only $35. I'm going to pick up one of these. Look at that. The delta is 41. Theta is only 1. And if that comes on down, that's going to pay out pretty good. What's the 3 minute look like? Yeah, that's going to hold, ain't it? Alright, I'm going to pick up one of those. After this, guys, if you appreciate what I'm doing, hit that like and subscribe button. We'll do this again tomorrow, and we'll just keep an eye on it. Guys, if you're not in one of the Discords I'm in, you are missing out. We call these plays out all the time. We're not going to tell you what to buy, what to sell, anything like that. It's just calling out a plays. It's saying, hey, you might want to look into this. Buy-in, stuff like that, that's going to have to all be made up by you, things like that. But the main Discords I'm in right now is the Wall Street Bets New Discord, the Trading Collective Discord, and then the Gamma Discord. Now, the Trading Collective one, that's the one with the algo guy named CJ there. He's pretty cool. There's a lot of these day trades going on with these options, weeklies and stuff like that. There's a lot of that there. A lot of good trading goes on there. The Wall Street Bets is more of the apes and the hodl crowd and things like that. But there is a little bit of all types of plays going on there. A little bit of discussion about everything. So really, I guess it depends on, what type of player are you, what do you like, things like that. But if you're not sure, hit me up. It's Zero Plays on Discord. I can send you an invite to any one of those if you can't find them, things like that. But they're really cool to check out. And there's all the time plays being called out in those. The best thing you can do for yourself in this market is give yourself the tools you need to succeed. And being around good traders and people that's constantly throwing out information is a good tool to have. So hit that like, hit that subscribe button, go over to Twitter, follow me there. Guys, if you're not following me on Twitter, you're missing out too. I put trading tools, news, charts, all that stuff there. I usually call out most of my buys and sells on there, things like that. But all right. Okay, sorry, I had to read there. But all right, guys, I appreciate you coming and hanging out with me. If sorry, I keep drawing a blank here. I appreciate you coming and hanging out here with me. Get up with me tomorrow. I will be having a watch list out again tomorrow. I've just been sick the last couple of days. Had to take care of some stuff, so we'll get back on track with that. And if you have any questions, hit me up on there, guys. I really don't mind. Just make sure you tag me in it so I get it, or DM me or something like that. I don't mind one bit to answer any questions that y'all got. And if I don't have the answers, we'll find them, right? The information's out there. We can get it. But appreciate you coming and hanging out with me, and we'll catch you then. You have a great day.